Speaking of end, China is trying to end its own economic growth. Any idea how? By pitting nationalism against consumerism. After shutting stores of international brands, deleting them from maps and removing their merchandise from e-commerce sites, China is now painting fashion shows with patriotism. Instead of flower bouquets, designers are being greeted with bouquets of cotton. Take a look at our next report.
Xinjiang cotton is my sweetheart, my lover.
I believe our Chinese Communist Party. I wear Xinjiang cotton on my body and I feel comfortable.
When it comes to propaganda, leave it to China to champion. Only Beijing can sell patriotism and make it look like a fashion parade. Watch. This is a runway show at China Fashion Week. And this is Zhou Li. She is the chief designer of Chinese fashion brand Sunbird. This is her latest collection. Like every other fashion show, the designer appears before the audience to take a bow with her models. But Zhou is greeted with a bouquet of cotton, not flowers. After the show, Zhou does not waste time in talking about her brand or her new line. Instead, she hits where the iron is hot.
As a Chinese designer, of course, my support for Xinjiang cotton is correct. Even 5,000 years ago, Xinjiang was part of Chinese territory.
Zhou is one of the many patriots supporting the boycott of international brands that have taken a stand against forced labor in Xinjiang.
What sort of contributions do these countries and brands make to the world?
And now she just killed two birds with one question. The nationalist outcry helped Zhou market her own label. It also earns her brownie points with the Chinese Communist Party.
I have looked at many of other fabrics that brands use, and they always fail to meet the sort of requirements that I need to express myself with. The lace, the romance, the ruffled tops. Ironically, since I have always been researching functional fabrics, I discovered that Xinjiang cotton is curly and long. It's a long, staple sort of cotton.
Xinjiang produces 20% of the world's cotton. It also forces ethnic minorities into manual labor in the very same cotton fields. Clothing retailer H&M recently said it would stop licensing Xinjiang cotton because it was difficult to trace how the material was procured. Other brands followed suit with similar statements. China fired back with a boycott campaign. It closed stores, delisted prominent international brands from Chinese e-commerce apps and sites, and deleted their stores from maps. Chinese celebrities joined in by cutting ties with the brands. The politics has now moved to the runway. From props to participants, it's everywhere.
As a model, I wear Xinjiang cotton on my body and I feel comfortable. In terms of the issue of foreign brands such as H&M boycotting Xinjiang cotton, as we all know, these statements from these brands are not true.
Of course they aren't. Only China can lie and make it look so fashionable. Best of luck pitting nationalism against consumerism. Not like there's an economic downturn. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.